In this video, we're going to take this coloured scene of the plaza and produce a non-photorealistic image like this one. With nearly all painting effects of this type, we are going to pour white paint over the image and then selectively restore the original coloured scene. Firstly, I need to save the current scene into the Restore channel so that I can restore it later. I do this by selecting the Re-render icon and confirming it. Now let's flood fill this scene with white paint. I'm going to open a style file I prepared for this tutorial from the Style selector and apply this white paint style. And you can download the style library and ePix files from our website. Notice that the style is a global fill with no locks. So when I click anywhere in the image, white paint covers the scene. But because I used the re-render command earlier, the Restore channel has an untouched copy of my original coloured scene. And back to my current RGB channel. Now we've covered the scene in white, I'm going to use a brush to pull back part of the coloured image from the Restore channel. Let's select the soft Restore style. The important thing to notice about this style is that the colour amount is set to 0. So all the colour is coming from the Restore channel. Notice as I click, the coloured image is being restored back a little at a time. And that's about it, one soft effect. I could save this file as an ePix file, or export the image to any of these file types, and they're listed here. Once you've mastered the basic technique, you can have fun experimenting with variations on it. Let's look more closely at the soft restore style we just used. Over here in the Tool Options toolbar, notice I have a brush size of 150 pixels and a softness set to 60%. To gain closer control over where the effect was applied, I used a material lock and notice that the grain option was switched on, and clicking here to display the grain and fade settings palette, the grain is set to noise and I have a scale of 50. You can change any of these settings or add other steps into the sequence to get different effects. Let's look at another non-photorealistic style based on these ideas. I'm going to pour white paint over the image as we did before, create a line drawing, and then restore the colour using a raster brush. Let's select the white paint style from our style selector and click here in the scene. See how the paint once again covers the whole image. Now I want to do something different. I'm going to add a textured paper finish to the background. I have a sepia grain style here. Again, I can click anywhere in the image. And now to add the line work. I'm going to use another style, Edges. I have selected the Edge tool here in the Tools toolbar. Let's have a look at the Tools Option toolbar. I'm finding the edges in the image by using an edge type of depth. And I have a 200 pixel diameter brush to apply this effect. And the brush colour is set to black. As I paint, Piranesi paints only the pixels in the scene where the depth value changes significantly, effectively painting the edges of the geometry and creating a line drawing. But I think the edges look a little bit computer generated. I'd like to see more of a hand-drawn effect. So I'm going to select this style, Wobble. Note that the style uses the filter tool and uses a filter type of random. And let's see what it does to our line work. Now to finish, I'm going to select from the style selector a raster-shaped brush, and this will restore the colour from under the textured paper. A few clicks over the scene, and another soft painted effect is created.